Good morning. Welcome again to my kitchen. So, the last few days, the Lord has put on as I've been talking about what's going on with me to different people, um, I've been saying these words came to me, and I've said, you can't have a testimony without a test. And I'm like, oh, so this is my test. I think I've been tested, and we all have, I'm sure, but I've been tested since, truthfully, the moment I was conceived. I didn't know all of that, and that will be for another time. But I didn't know all of that, and I didn't recognize that until very recently. When I was at church yesterday, I'm not even sure exactly what the pastor said, but I wrote this down. When we ask why, we need to know that we cannot have a testimony without a test. So, wow, so many tests, so many things. But this morning I asked the Lord, show me what it is you want me to know today in your word. And he took me to Job, which I don't know if you've ever read Job. The beginning of it is hard to read because it's so much loss for Job. But then as the conversation goes on, it's kind of hard to read because for me, it's hard to understand. It's something I really want to dig into a little bit more so I clearly understand everything. But I wrote these down. Job 1:20 and through 21 says, at this, which was the news of his family and his possessions being gone. And, if you had four people knock on your door, like almost at exactly the same time and say, your children are dead, your land is gone, your property, everything is gone, I don't think we would respond the way that Job did. I hope that we would. And in this most recent test that I'm going through, that's what I'm trying to do. And it's coming easy right now. But Job got up, tore his robe, shaved his head, and fell to the ground in worship and said, naked I came from the womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord giveth, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. And in all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. I think so often, and I can admit to this, when Levon died, I was angry. I was angry at God. I felt like, you know, I've been a good Christian. I've been a good person. And why did you do this to me again? And the truth is, looking back, I really hadn't been. I hadn't been where I am now. And I think the Lord has taken me through that test to bring me to where I am now so that I can endure this test. And in this test, when I tell people what's going on with me, um, the first response tends to be, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no, don't be sorry. I'm okay. I truly believe that the Lord is going to bring me through this. When Job's wife told him to curse God and die, he said, you are talking like a foolish woman. Shall we accept the good from God and not the trouble? Wow. And as I was reading before I got to that point, that's what I was thinking. We're very willing to thank God for all the good that he does. But do we really accept the trouble and understand that sometimes we're just walking through a fire and the fire doesn't last forever? I know there's a country song that says something about the rain doesn't last forever and the fire, I don't know, remember it. I don't listen to that anymore, but I think of that and I think, the fire won't last forever and God has a plan. And we just need to keep remembering that plan and not feel sad and I don't mean not, I guess I don't mean not feel sad, but not feel sorry for someone that has maybe a bad test result, because a test result is just a test. And how we respond to that test is our testimony. And I want my testimony to be something that honors the Lord in every single moment. And it's hard sometimes. Boy, Satan has his ways and he gets right in. And someone was talking to me on Facebook on one of the pages that I've joined since this has started. And I just feel like there's so much fear in the world, especially in the medical world. They want us to fear. They want us to fear. So they have control of us. And I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to fear. Does it mean that I need to change some things? Yeah. And I am working on that. And I think we all need to work on that. But we need to remember that without a test, we don't have a testimony. So when we, hang on, I'm going to go back here a second. I highlighted a couple things. In Job 17:1, it says, "My spirit is broken. My days are cut short. The grave awaits me. Surely mockers surround me. My eyes must dwell on their hostility." And when I think of that, I think of sometimes we do things kind of against the grain, which is what I'm doing. And I'm sure there are people that are going, what in the world is she doing? Why in the world is she doing that? Why doesn't she just do what the doctors say to do? And because there's more than one kind of doctor, I guess. And I think that the ultimate doctor is the Lord, and that's who I need to listen to. And that's really where my strength is. So that's what I'm doing. Then one more real quick. I try to keep these short because I know that it's easy to get bored with someone just sitting talking. And so 33:19 through 26 says, "Or someone may be chastened on the bed of pain with constant distress in their bones, so that their body finds food repulsive and their soul loathes the choicest meals." And I think of that because right now, for me anyway, I'm changing my diet. And, I mean, our diet is very fatty, very salty, very sweet. If you look at most all of our diets, those are the things that are very high in our diets. And those are the things I'm going to be and have been eliminating. Pray for me because I've had 2 days, just 2 in all of this, that I didn't eliminate those. And I need to be better. So today will be a day of fasting. The Lord has asked me to fast. And so this is what I need to, their body finds food repulsive. I need food to be repulsive to me today. I need to not crave it, not be upset about it. I need to just let this day be the day that it's supposed to be as I continue to sit in the Word. And then when you go on down, it says, "And he is gracious to that person and says to God, spare them from going down." So what he's talking about, it says, "Yet if there is an angel at their side, a messenger, one of 1,000 sent to tell them how to be upright, and he is gracious to that person and says to God, spare them from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom for them. Let their flesh be renewed like a child's. Let them be restored as in the days of their youth. Then that person can pray to God and find favor with him. And they will see God's face and shout for joy. He will restore them to full well-being." And that is my prayer. That so many people have come alongside of me and prayed, laid hands, and I know that's going to continue. And so I believe that I will be delivered, and that God will restore me. Maybe not to my youth, but heck, I guess you never know. Maybe to my youth. So that's just a little bit. And if you've never read Job, like I said, the very beginning is, hi Jill, hi Alora. I don't know who else is on. Boy, I didn't expect to do this. Sorry. But just remember that when you're going through a test, this is where I started. When you're going through a test, whatever it is, remember that once you've walked through it, and as you're walking through it, if you're continuing to trust the Lord and walk with the Lord, that's your testimony. That's your testimony. And that is what will help other people draw near to the Lord, when they see you not letting the fiery darts of Satan take you down. Because that's really what it is. It's just another attack. And I refuse to allow that. So put on your armor today. Walk upright with the Lord. And if you have to ask why, remember, A test is just the beginning of your testimony. Have a beautiful Monday, everyone. And remember, may the force be with you.